Hey guys, welcome to Tech Tuesday, the home of Tech Tuesday in a different way of filming that we normally do. But today we're talking about Instant Fusion and why it's so good with Norden. And basically all the ways you can actually abuse this one card. So if your deck doesn't have enough ways to abuse it, maybe this video will change your mind on it. Pretty much this is going to give you Monster Reborn. Now there's also Panzer Dragon that you can bring out with this card that I'm going to mention real quick before we go into a few fun things you can do and basically the benefits of those decks, and then you can go and be a little bit creative yourself. Basically you bring out, you have Panzer Dragoon, which can pop a card, so you can either pop a card or you can bring out a rank 4 and pop a card, or you can do about 30 other things which I'm going to show you right now. Alright, so the reason I had increase here is obviously to show you some fun little combos that you can use in Instant Fusion, and hopefully at the end of the video, if you're not using it, you'll find something to use it in and just believe in the hype, because this is going to create a lot of hype. And there's more than just this. This is just basically the premises of how the combos work. So you're pretty much always going to go for Norden now, because Norden's a god tier. And then say you're playing heroes, you can bring back that Shadow Mist. Now you're not going to be able to search for mass change. Unfortunately, you will not get the search for this, but that's okay, because we're going to use it for its secondary, and a secondary will nab you a hero to your hand. If you're playing something like Miracle Fusion or Blazeman, then you can actually abuse the crap out of this. If you haven't drawn your Blazeman or your Polymerization yet, you can actually utilize this. So, Instant Fusion Norden, go into it. Or better yet, if you have Summoner Monk and a level 1 tuner like your side decking effect pillar, you can actually make a Trishulia, which I can show you a little bit later in the video. But pretty much the premise is go into your Exceed play, something like Cowboy, whatever, 101, you go detach, you'll get your search, and you'll take care of a problem on the board. So Shadow Mist is now back in the graveyard, so you can use it again. Now, one of the other things you can do with other decks to get more of a benefit because of this play, you can actually bring out an Abyss Dweller and poop on your opponent, and basically it'll gain 500, and any other water monsters on your side that feel like Ab Zero would gain another 500. So if you're running Abyss Dweller in your heroes, this is an amazing optional play that you can basically optimize against your opponent. But that's just heroes. What about a deck that's supposedly dead that Ryu always likes to play? What about Infinities? What the fuck can we do with Infinities? Well, here's where the fun time happens. So pretty much you go into your normal standard Infinity play, bringing back the 3, which I'll do combo videos if people are interested enough, and then basically sync these two out to an Armades. At this point you're probably sitting there going, okay, but we already used his effect, so you Instant Fusion to Norden, well, and you bring back the Avenger. Now this is more of a fun thing, because if you have like Call the Haunted, you could throw it in, go for Direwolf there, which is one of the things I do like to do, if I'm able to make this play, just so that's clear. So pretty much one of the funniest things you could do in this whole play is either you can sync for level 8 using these 3 monsters here. So we can use these 3, go into like BL, Scrap Dragon, whatever, right? Or we can go into the funniest thing that Infinities can actually currently do because of this one card. You can actually sync these 3 together to create Trishulia. And then you have Norden on board, so if you have like Call the Haunted, or you have another one of these hands with Street Patrol, you can actually utilize it, bring back the Archfiend, go into a Direwolf, pop your opponent's board, they got one banished out, attack for 27, they're pretty much in a crucial situation for top decking, because you'll have an Infinity break set, and things get really dumb from there. But let's stop talking about Ryu's love for Infinities and talk about another deck can abuse the crap out of it. Pretty much any rank 4 deck can really abuse the crap out of it. But let's talk about something that hasn't been talked about here in a long time, Lightsworn. So how can Lightsworn fully abuse the crap out of this one card? And obviously I got multiple Instant Fusions here for that reason. So, you go your typical raid and play, you do your thing, you mill out a lot of stuff. Beckoning Light isn't always the most optional top deck. Monster Reincarnation, kind of the same problem, so it actually gets hindered. But here comes Instant Fusion, where it goes boop, and then you get the Raiden back, and then basically you can synchro. You can synchro, but you can overlay it to a Daigusto Emerald, and you can put back them JDs or them Luminas. Either one is the option, optimized play. At the same time here, you can actually also do a few other things with Norden, which we're going to get to, but you can make a rank 4, you can make a level 8 sync, or you can even make a level 7 synchro, which Lightsworn are so well known for. Now, you're not going to be able to bring out Michael with this, or you're not going to bring out Arcanite Magician with this, but there's other fun things we can do with this. So, primarily, the joke of it is, as I like to put it, the joke of it, but it's not really a joke, it's actually a serious thing, guys. It really is. We gotta be serial now. I have to find it. So you instant fusion in Norden, and you go into Minerva. From Minerva, you can make a Black Rose Dragon play right there by syncing these two together. So he's not limited to just succeed plays because of the instant fusion. So this video is Tech Tuesday, instant fusion Norden and instant fusion together. I think I just said instant fusion twice, but whatever. So if you're playing something like Yang Zings, you could play the instant fusion, you could drop this, get one of your level 2s back, go into level 6. I don't have a level 6 on me like Goya, but if you have enough, you can make a Yazi, and Yazi's really good. Obviously, Yazi's really good. So, what if you're playing a deck that hasn't gotten enough love in a long time called Machina Gadgets? Or Machina Gadgets, however you want to phrase it. Everyone phrases is different. It's either Machia or it's Machina. I say both just to, get rid of the confusion. So what if you're playing something like this, right? And you want to play a 10-plate Goldfish. You want to go into the yellow gadget, and you get your search, and you go for, Garrigan X. What do we do then, Ryu? Well, see, these Mega Monarchs are coming out. So Instant Fusion's a great card for this deck if you wish to utilize it for 2 reasons. Because we can overlay into an Abyss Dweller that's going to have 2 water materials and gain the 5, or one of my favorite cards to use against that deck, we can go into the Illuminite. Now, the reason I say Illuminite is because most of their Monarchs target, not all of them, just most of them. This with some heavy back row will pretty much get you a nice win. You gotta watch out for Mega Mobius, the fire one, and the light and the new dark. But the new dark you can actually jump over with this because of its effect. You can actually make it target itself, and that's why I love this card so much. So there's that play. But with gadgets, you can also just make crazy rank 4s, or you can just like get Norden to bring you back a glow up bulb and go into a Trish right then and there, or an Effect Veiler and go into a Trish. Trish just dropped a lot with Norden. That's primarily a thing that's going to happen here. So Shadows can actually run the crap out of this, and they can actually instant fusion it, get their card back from the grave, play the El Shadow fusion, and pretty much for 1 card instead of the normal 2, you're now going to get your Shadow card in the grave that you want, and you're going to be able to bring out the Water Shadow fusion. Should pop on screen now, that's why I did that. And basically this thing will stop Necrots right in their tracks, because they'll have to think, oh crap, how do I get over this? And this behind Call of the Haunted is a scary fucking play. But let's talk about some other things, because I'm not going to leave this video short like I normally do. So, Instant Fusion, Norden, bring back Jet Synchron. Jet Synchron comes back. Guess what else we're bringing out? Because we can, guys. Because we can. Are you ready? Are you ready? I think you're all ready. You can bring out Doppel Warrior. You can make a Black Rose and have 2 tokens and basically use that again. But there's more to this than just that. You can drop the Quick Draw Synchron. And if you drop the Quick Draw Synchron, you got that level E in the graveyard. And yes, this does happen fairly often. He's going to be level 5, level 6, level 7, 8. But at the same time, you're probably going to drop for him, but that's fine. So what can we do here, guys? Let's use our mathematical skills. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, look, that's a level 8 Synchro. We could bring out a Stardust and have 2 tokens to utilize with him to go into a Drill Warrior, and then basically lower the Drill Warrior by 1. Bring out the Jet Synchron, either go Stardust Warrior, boop, or we can go even Shooting Star Dragon, because Stardust would come out on the board. And I'll let you break it down this way for you guys. So we sync all these guys together. That's 5 together. 6, 7, 8. We're going to end up with 2 tokens. I'm going to put these guys to the side right now. These are going to be our tokens. So we have the Stardust Dragon. And after the Stardust Dragon comes out, there's 2 tokens. He's level 4. So let's make sure we know he's level 4. He's level 4, guys. Because we level eated him. We use the level eater on him so Norden play can happen with the Stardust. So then we're going to synchro into the Drill Warrior. And let me get these guys out of the way. This is completely unprofessional, but whatever. Let's go in the Drill Warrior, right? Alright, so Jet Synchron still in our graveyard. We can lower him by 1. Discard 1 card from our hand. Bring out the Jet Synchron. I don't even think we normal summon at this point. Synchro into a Formula Sync. You're going to top 1 more card. And now you have the option to either go Stardust Warrior or Shooting Star Dragon. I personally prefer the Shooting Star in this play. Now, that gets really fucking sacky really quickly. And now, if you top deck, remember this is level 5, it's been lowered by 1, if you top deck a Junk Warrior, or you discard for the Junk Warrior, right? I'm sorry, Junk Warrior. You discard for the Drill Warrior to get the Junk Synchron back. You can actually bring back the Level Eater by lowering him if you banished him out, or if he's on board and he's level 5 already, you can just summon him out, get one of these guys back, and then basically go from there. Now this is a follow-up to that Norden play that we were talking about, because this isn't a Synchron video, so we're gonna get this the hell out of here. But that makes Trishilia for you. That makes a fucking Trishilia. And let's be honest, how many times have you guys actually activate tuning and get something like Glow Up Bulb in the graveyard and go, holy crap, I got everything in there, but I can't really make a play. Now Instant Fusion opens that play up, and you bring back that Glow Up Bulb, and you go for that Hyper Light variant, and you can still make a move from there. You can drop Double Warrior and follow up. It's ridiculous. Instant Fusion opens up all these kinds of plays that are not commonly seen throughout many of decks, and I just basically showed, 4 or 5 decks here that can utilize Instant Fusion. Now, I don't utilize Instant Fusion in all these decks. I probably just use it in about 2 if we're being completely blunt and honest, but you know what? The options are there for you to make available. I wouldn't play it in Chaos Dragons for obvious reasons. Probably wouldn't play it in Sapphire Lightsworn for obvious reasons, because Lull Chain is banned. Lull Chain would just make Happy Days with Instant Fusion and make it really work, and Norden would just be god tier with that. And that's part of the thing that sucks right now, because Clownblade can abuse the shit out of that. But without they can use it, but not fully abuse it as they would normally do so. Thanks, Konami, for ruining our fun. But hey, you get to drop Trishilias off Instant Fusions now because it's legal and it's completely legit of a play. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Tech Tuesday, the new kind of Tech Tuesday I promised you last week I'd bring you. And if you want more crazy ass Tech Tuesdays like this, where I show some fun little combos you can actually do, whether it be on Dev Pro or right here on a table behind the camera, then let me know down in the comments below and I will make it happen. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.